Hey you guys, it's Ruby back again with another Las Vegas news and updates video for June. Things are getting crazy around here. We have new balcony rooms being built on Strip, grasshoppers invading everything, a Guinness Book World Record broken on the Strat, and a brand new hotel opening this month. So much to cover, you guys. Before we get started, if you're new here, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe. I have a new goal of 250,000 subscribers, and we're pretty close to reaching it. It's free for you to do. It really helps the channel grow. Thank you so much if you do. Let's just jump right in. So first of all, I want to talk about the Hawaiian Marketplace construction. We actually broke the news on Twitter. We have some new renderings here. The Boulevard is going to be the new name for this area of the Strip. 400,000 square feet of double height premier street retail that stretches from the ground level to a dynamic rooftop. So it's primarily going to be shopping and dining, but it is going to be 2 stories. And this is going to sit between the new Tillman Fertitta Hotel and the Brewdog Brewing Space. Very excited to see some new stuff coming onto this side of the Strip, and we'll keep you updated as the construction takes place. In that vein of construction, we have some progress at the Miracle Mile shops. Now, the Urban Outfitters is closing. That is right out front of the shops, and it is 2 stories, so I'm curious to see what is going to be put into that space. And the old PBR space is being replaced with Rosa Mexicano, so this is going to be a Mexican restaurant, which is interesting because Cabo Wabo is right outside. Kind of slow going. They haven't made a ton of progress yet, but hopefully we'll see some more soon. Excalibur and New York have removed their water features and replaced them with what looks like sand and grass. This is coming with water conservation efforts, which I do understand, but it doesn't look super nice. Let's talk about huge news. A new Paris Tower is coming. This is going to be the old Jubilee Tower, which is currently at the Horseshoe. They are going to completely renovate this and make it a part of Paris. It's now going to be called the Versailles Tower. They're going to be changing the entire exterior to match Paris. They are also planning to have a pedestrian bridge to directly connect it to Paris, so you're not walking through valleys in a Paris tower. But the biggest news of all, balconies. They are planning to build balconies on these rooms that are going to face the Strip. They are going to be starting this right away in July, with plans to finish this in early 2024. So obviously Paris is a very popular property for Caesars, and they are capitalizing on that by adding even more amazing rooms with balconies. And the summer conservatory is here. This summer one is always the longest for the Bellagio, so if you are coming this summer, you'll be able to see this display all the way through to September. Going to, of course, be very tropical and summer inspired. The Plaza's new reimagining and grand opening is coming. So the official grand opening date for all of the new stuff coming to Plaza is on June 10th. However, they've been quietly soft opening all the different areas. If you're new, that means the Carousel Bar, the beautiful bar right out front in the Porte Cochet that has the carousel theming, as well as a Pink Box Donuts, the outdoor patio for Oscar's Steakhouse, and the brand new Brian Christopher Slots area, non-smoking, and has its own entrance. So all of that is set to be officially opened on June 10th, but they're quietly opening the spaces all throughout the next couple weeks as we go here. So I will absolutely be covering everything when they do have the official opening. And renovations have begun on the convention center. They have broken ground. This is a $600 million project. Kind of vague on what they're doing. They're going to be changing around the layout. I saw they're adding air conditioning into areas that didn't have it previously. So a ton of work is being put into this. They're even going to be changing the front facade. This is going to continue for about 2.5 years. In restaurant and bar news, the Dorsey at Venetian is going to be closing on June 25th, and it's going to become Juliet Cocktail Room. Now, we really liked the Dorsey. It was one of our favorite lounges. The new lounge is set to open this summer, so we will see what the vibe is. Ocean Prime is set to open this month. This is inside the 63 shops. Fat Tuesdays is already open along with a souvenir shop, but Ocean Prime is much awaited. We could see that they'd already set umbrellas and things out on the patio up there, so it's gotta be soon, and we cannot wait to go and check it out when it does open. LPM is going to open at the Cosmopolitan this fall. LPM stands for Le Petit Maison. This is only the second of these restaurants in the United States. The other is in Miami, but there's a ton of these all throughout the rest of the world. This is going to be a Mediterranean-inspired restaurant. Think like French Riviera. That's kind of the vibe that it goes for. It looks intriguing. Very excited to see something new coming to the Cosmopolitan. And Brasserie B is set to open at Caesars late 2023. Now, this is replacing Old Homestead Steakhouse, and a lot of people were sad to see that go. Brasserie B is going to be by Bobby Flay. They really like their celebrity restaurants at Caesars, and this is going to be French-inspired. So a French restaurant. The renderings look very fancy, so we'll see how that one is. Let's talk about a few rumors. None of this is confirmed. These are just whisperings I've heard that I thought I would share with you guys. The Rio is in talks of building a pedestrian bridge to the Strip. I have no idea how that would be possible, but it would be very cool if they did. However, with Elon Musk's boring tunnels, I feel like that could probably fix a lot of the issues of Rio people getting to the Strip. So there are talks that Fontainebleau may be finally opening this December. Now, it's very hard to tell from the outside. It doesn't really look finished. There's so much work to be done, but December is pretty far away from now, so fingers crossed here. I would really like to see that open, and I wish they would give us an opening date because I would stop stressing about trying to plan future travel. The $1 million is returning to Binion's, you guys. Binion's used to have this incredible photo op where you could take a picture with $1 million, and in 2020, they got rid of it, and I thought it was doomed to be gone forever, but it's coming back. I have a full video that I did at Binion's, and I said I was just missing all of the nostalgia and decor they had in there. I hope they put everything back. Very exciting. El Cortez is in talks for an entire expansion of their casino. So they're still in their planning phases, but they're talking about expanding way more gaming into the casino floor, as well as adding 2 more bars. So they have that Fiesta room space tucked in the back that's kind of underutilized, and as far as I understand, they're planning to rip that out and add more gaming. El Cortez is very popular. It's a fantastic casino, so it makes sense if they want to add some more gaming in there. Like I said, this is still very early stages, but I will report more as I hear it. Off the Strip news, the Lexi, the cannabis-friendly hotel, it is officially opening. Their grand opening is going to be on June 1st. We're going to go in there and sneak a media preview, you guys. We'll be there for the grand opening and check this place out. Let me know your guys' interest in this property. Do you guys want us to do full coverage on it? What are your thoughts? I am very curious to see how this goes. Park on Fremont has fully reopened. I've listed this as one of my favorite restaurants before, you guys. I love this place downtown. They've got that incredible back patio, and they have done a lot of renovating, and they have just officially reopened everything. Red Rock did close the Hearthstone restaurant, and they are going to be opening a new Mexican restaurant this fall. This is from the Wish You Were Here group. They run Aaliyah Beach over at the Virgin, and they're also responsible for Rouge Room. So excited to see what Mexican concept they will bring. And while we're on the topic of Rouge Room, they have announced their Dip de Rouge. This is their night swim, and this is open to the public, you guys. 21 and up only, of course. But if you're looking for a place to night swim, this was nice. This is not like a crazy loud clubby experience. It was more of like a upscale kind of like lounge nighttime experience. They had good drinks, and we enjoyed the water. The temperature was amazing. So this was really fun. If you are out in the Red Rock area, if you are staying at Red Rock, definitely go check out their night swim. So the highest basketball shot was just broken in the Guinness Book of World Records, and it happened here in Las Vegas at the Strat. Someone actually dropped a basketball from the top of the Strat into a basketball hoop on the ground. I don't know, that is wild. You guys tell me what you think about that. Grasshoppers are invading. Okay, you guys, I'm not gonna lie. This is my first year living here in the spring. What's up with the bugs? Is this normal? They're everywhere. They're like in the casinos. Is this common? Does this happen at this time every year? I feel like I have missed the bugs. And the free concert series down on Fremont, they have announced all of their headliners, you guys. For June, they have Walk the Moon on the 3rd, Soulja Boy on the 17th, and Live on the 24th. And they only get better from there. In July, we have like Switchfoot and Skillet and All American Rejects. Then there's Young the Giant, Neon Trees, Dashboard Confessionals. I listen to all this kind of music, so this has me pumped. And they will be adding more acts as they go. And let's talk about the A's Stadium. In our last update, we talked about how they had put down a bid on the old Wild West area, which is owned by the Red Rock casinos. However, there are talks that Tropicana is going to be closing. Now, this is where things get confusing. They need to get the public funding for that location. and it's a lot for that space. All we know is we saw that there were some things floating around within Tropicana to their employees that they would be closing, but this is all completely unconfirmed. So once I know more, when we know for sure where the A's are going and what the fate of the Tropicana is, I will be sure to let you guys know. So much construction happening in Las Vegas. Let's talk about how all this F1 paving construction is really affecting traffic. I cannot stress enough to you how horrible this is. It's not even just the areas that they're paving, but there just seems to be construction in every exit on the strip and everywhere around the strip. We come down there at least once a week and we're always stuck in traffic. Now for June, the paving schedule is that they're going to be working on Colville. If you're not familiar, Colville is just the street right over from the strip. And they're going to be working on the paddock area, which is tucked a little further back. That's over by the Virgin. So that's not as impactful as just previously where they've been working on strip. But I still want you guys to expect delays because I just can't believe how much is ripped up right now. If you have a show, if you have restaurant reservations, I really want you to plan ahead because traffic and construction have been crazy. Expect it to be busy. It's going to be really nice and beautiful weather. We have been experiencing excellent weather. We're talking like the mid-90s, which sounds really hot, but for Vegas, it's actually very pleasant and awesome. Thank you all so much for watching my videos, and I will catch you guys all in my next one.